The next experiment of the EDI lab will be the half-wave rectifier circuit. Half-wave rectifier without C filter and with C filter circuit. Okay, so this is the 230 volt 50 Hz AC supply, and this is the transformer we are using, and diode silicon diode 1940, and it will be having the two terminals, anode and cathode, and 1 kilo ohm resistors we are using for that. Okay, and the output will be the taking across to the RL, that is the load resistor. Okay, so this is for the half-wave rectifier without C filter. Okay, so as you know, half-wave rectifier is nothing but you do the conversion of AC into DC. So AC will be the 230 volt 50 Hz AC supply you are applying as the input. Okay, the output will be the whatever you are seeing in the output to the output across the load resistor will be the DC. Okay, do the conversion for AC into DC, alternating current into direct current. Okay, so the circuit arrangement will be the as shown in the breadboard. This is the transformer. Okay, it will be the having for two terminals. Okay, 0 volt and one more A and B point. Suppose you can take the A and B point. Okay, and that will be the connected to silicon diode. This is the silicon diode, and this is the variable that is the fixed resistor 1 kilo ohm 50 watt resistors, and the output will be the seeing to the CRO. Okay, this is called as CRO. Okay, so it conducts in half-wave rectifier, it conducts only during the positive half cycle, because you are using only the only one semiconductor diode. Okay, it conducts only during the positive half cycle, it won't conduct during the negative half cycles. Okay, that's why that is called as half-wave rectifier circuit. So this y-axis indicates the output voltage here, and the x-axis you can take the time duration. Okay, so from how to measure the VO max, maximum output voltage, here you have to calculate the in half-wave rectifier without C filter, you have to calculate the riffle factor and efficiency also. Okay, for calculating the riffle factor you should note down the VO max, that is the maximum output voltage, from just here in the CRO. So suppose if you are taking this is as a reference line, this points to the this point is nothing but one division. Okay, again there will be the subdivisions will be there, that subdivision is nothing but 0.2 volts. So here is 1, okay, and 2, 2.6 into multiplication of this volts division. Okay, so in volt division may be the 5, 10 like that, whatever the points will be indicated here. I am keeping the here 5. So this voltage into multiplied with this volts division will give the VO max output voltage. Okay, and then one more thing is that you have to find out the DC voltage also. So that means you have to keep it in the form of a ground level. Okay, reference line, and shifting into the DC. So how much it will be the shifted, that count into multiplied okay, that voltage into multiplied with this will give the VDC. You have to note down the 2 points, one will be the maximum output voltage VO max, and one more will be the VDC volt. Suppose just here this is the AC. Okay, suppose this is your reference line, just here. Okay, this is my reference line. Okay, this is my reference line. Okay, this is the reference. Suppose first it will be in the form of AC. Okay, next will be the ground. So this is your reference line. Suppose I will bring this to the reference line here. Okay, and shift into the DC point, it will be the shifted in the form of 0.3 into this division, that will give the VDC volts. Okay, then according to the tabular column you have to find out the riffle factor and efficiency. Okay, just here note down the maximum voltage VRMS here. This is the formula, VRMS is equal to VM by 2, and next one is the VDC. Okay, so VDC we are measuring in the CRO. So and riffle factor is equal to VRMS divided by VDC square minus 1 into root. So that will give the riffle factor. Okay, then efficiency, that will be in the form of VRMS divided by VDC, that will be the calculated in the form. Okay, so you have to compare with the theoretical and practical. This is the practical values and you should compare with the theoretical value also. Okay, so this is regarding the without filter circuit. Okay, the next part will be the half wave rectifier with C filter circuit. This circuit is similar to the without C filter. Across the resistor you are taking the filter element, that is the 100 microfarad capacitor. Okay, so it having the positive and negative terminal, you have to connect across the load resistor and the output will be the same across the that capacitor filter element. Okay, so here this is the circuit arrangement for the half wave rectifier with C filter circuit. This is the primary of the transformer and this is the secondary of the transformer, and the secondary of the transformer will be the having the two A and B points. Okay, and this is the capacitor, 100 microfarad capacitor you are connecting across the load resistor, that is the this is the load resistor here, and the output will be the seeing on the CRO. Okay, and here and this is the output. Okay, it will be the conducts only during the positive half cycle, it won't conduct during the negative half cycles. Okay, and it will getting the pure DC. Okay, if you are using the higher value of the capacitor, it will get the more pure DC also. Okay, and here also you have to measure the VO max, maximum voltage. Okay, this will give the maximum voltage. This voltage multiplied with this volt ampere divisions, that will give the maximum voltage, and you have to measure the one more point, that is the VDC, DC voltage here. So this is your reference line suppose, and shift into VDC point, or else what you have to do it. So here keep it in the form of the 10 volt. Okay, so voltage knob will be the fixing in the form of 10 volt, and this is your AC and ground and VDC. VDC will be nothing but yes to here is 1 division 1.2 into this 10, that will give the VDC, and shifting knob will be here, so AC, ground and DC. Okay, so in tablet